Good morning. Thank you for joining me for Devotionals today. Today we're going to switch to read out of the Gospel selection for the daily Lectionary, and that's from Mark chapter 2, beginning in verse 13. Jesus went out again by the sea. The whole crowd gathered around him, and he taught them. And as he was walking along, he saw Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax booth. And he said to him, "Follow me." And he got up and followed him. And as he sat at dinner in Levi's house, many tax collectors and sinners were also sitting with Jesus and his disciples, for there were many who followed him. When the scribes of the Pharisees saw that he was eating with sinners and tax collectors, they said to his disciples, "Why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners?" When Jesus heard this, he said to them, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick. I have come to call not the righteous, but sinners." We lose sight of the scandal of Jesus eating with tax collectors and sinners. We often expect those that we look up to in faith to be pure somehow, to be set apart. But Jesus here isn't pure, isn't set apart. He is mixing himself with the worst of the worst, is really what the passage is implying here. We lose sight of the fact that tax collectors weren't just social outcasts. They were people who took advantage of others, who took money from the poor and gave it to the rich and embezzled along the way. They were awful people who ripped apart the fabric of society in many ways. And Jesus sitting down and eating with them, well, to the scribes and Pharisees, it may have looked like condoning that kind of community-breaking behavior. This was a really difficult thing that Jesus did. And maybe you can think of some people in our world and today who might be like these tax collectors, and imagine Jesus sitting down and eating with them and wondering, how can you sit with them? How can you condone their behavior? Sit across the table from them as if they were just ordinary people who didn't hurt others so deeply. And we can begin to see why the scribes and Pharisees had a problem with what Jesus did. But Jesus said, "I have come to call not the righteous, but sinners. Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick." Jesus comes to call sinners. Jesus seeks to turn around the lives of people who have been broken, who have been hurt, who have been held captive to violence against others and sin against others. Jesus hopes not to make the righteous comfortable, but to change lives of people who are lost. When you feel lost, know that there's nothing Jesus won't do to come and find you and to help you find yourself again. And if you feel found and are looking out at a world that seems lost, know that that's where Jesus is going. And sometimes when we are strong enough, we're called to follow him into it as well. Wherever you happen to be in your spiritual journey, I pray that Jesus will meet you where you are and give you what you need to take the next step. Would you join me in prayer? God, as we wake from another night's slumber, we are reminded that your dreams are given to us and not merely conjured up by our imaginations. Help us understand both that your dreams come at a price and that their rewards are immeasurable. Amen. Have a blessed day.